A couple of weeks ago, I was browsing Facebook Marketplace and saw this Leatherman Rebar on there for $50. I messaged the guy who owned it and met up with him, and he told me that he just quote unquote didn't like it. That's fine because I'm happy he gave it up because I love it. I haven't totally decided if I like this more than my free P4 yet, but if it had a pocket clip option, I think the Rebar would be the winner in my book. Before I make a bunch of comparisons, let's take a look at the Rebar's toolset. The Rebar is made up of pliers, both needle nose and regular, duh, replaceable wire cutters, electrical crimper, a 420HC steel serrated knife, a combination tool that has a wire stripper, bottle opener, and can opener, a 3D Phillips head screwdriver, a saw, a 420HC steel straight knife, a large flathead screwdriver, an awl, a small flat screwdriver, a 3-sided file, a ruler with metric and customary measurements, and a lanyard loop. The dimensions of the rebar are, starting with the length, 4 inches long. It's 1.5 inches wide at the widest point, which are the lock release buttons, and it's 1/2 inch thick. The rebar weighs 6.63 ounces, or 188 grams, and the sheath weighs just under an ounce, or 28 grams. The combined weight of the sheath and the tool are 7.58 ounces, or 216 grams. The rebar is a more traditional looking Leatherman tool. The boxy handles containing the tools inside of them and having the lock release lever on the back of the handle. No one-handed or outside opening tools here. A bit of an adjustment for me coming from the P4, but it's no big deal. The handles do feel sturdier and more robust than the P4 does though. They don't rattle at all when I shake the tool, and there's no vertical movement either. The handles are nicely rounded off, so they should be good to grip tightly in short bursts. In the 2 weeks I've had this, I've only had one time where they dug into my hand, but I was gripping them with all my strength. The rounding of the handles means you won't get cut and can grip them comfortably in most situations. The internal tool set should get you through most days. The lack of scissors is a little bit of a letdown, but the knifeless rebar has scissors. Personally, I'd like to see a version of this tool where it had scissors, but deleted the large flathead driver as to make space, but retaining the knife. So here we go, the moment you've all been waiting for. Will this replace the P4 as my daily carry? I'm not going to build up all that hype and then just say something like maybe. The real answer is that yes, it will. I really don't mind wearing this tool on my hip at all. The lack of a pocket clip was something I got over pretty easily. The sheath is nice and lightweight, and I don't really notice myself carrying around this at all. The way the tool feels in the hand is great, and the build quality here is awesome. This is absolutely going to be the tool I carry Monday through Friday on my hip. The free P4 is now going to be part of a weekend EDC. I'm not going to wear a multi-tool on my hip when I go out to eat at a fancy place like Red Lobster on a Saturday night. It just doesn't seem necessary. Now, I know I got a pretty good deal on my rebar, and it was in very good condition too. But at $70 retail, if you're in the market for a Leatherman tool, I would really suggest checking this out. It's a very nice solid tool, especially at the price. If the lack of a scissors is a big deal to you, then you can seriously go and buy a micro for $30 and still be $40 less than what I paid for the free P4. And that's all I have to say about the Leatherman Rebar. I absolutely recommend this tool, and I think that if you pick one up, you'll be happy with it. Have a good day, and take it easy.